Fear and Leasing, Chapter 14, Breaking the Curse. For reasons I could neither explain nor trust, everything had started going right. It began on Monday morning when the printer, the same one that once jammed so violently it summoned Ray, printed 3 entire bond statements without incident. Denise and I stood over it like nurses in a maternity ward, staring in disbelief as page after page emerged, uncrumpled, unburned, and in the correct order. "Should we call someone?" I asked.
"Don't jinx it,"
she whispered, holding a mug of instant coffee like a relic. At 10 a.m., Gavin returned from a routine inspection without a single dramatic anecdote. No alpacas, no improvised bidets, no tenants hiding in pantries with legal documents.
"Lovely lady,"
he said, placing the keys on the hook.
"Had lemon slice ready, labeled her bins, called me champ."
We stared at him.
"I think she actually likes renting."
I checked the calendar to see if it was the 1st of April. It wasn't. Then came the phone call. Normally, answering the main line at the Gordonvale office is a task akin to opening cursed tombs. It releases things better left undisturbed. But when Denise picked up and said,
"Macready, line 2. It's a landlord."
I braced for accusations of communism or conspiracy, then picked up. "This is John," I said.
"Hi, John.
Came the cheerful voice.
Just wanted to say thanks for your inspection notes on 43 Bowerbird. I haven't seen such clear, respectful feedback in years. Also, did you try the beer?"
I blinked. "You know about the beer?"
Of course. Glenn only offers it to people he trusts. You earned it.
"I see," I said, turning my chair so no one could see me slowly fist-pumping under the desk. By Wednesday, even Caleb seemed at peace. He was whistling while scanning documents, actual scanning, not his usual routine of praying to the machine in Latin. He told me he'd recently taken up origami to manage stress and handed me a perfect little paper crane folded from a tribunal notice. Ray hadn't visited in over a week. The office aircon, long rumored to be possessed by the ghost of a humidifier, was quietly humming at 23 degrees. Denise got a call from the main office and hung up smiling.
"Chad's too busy dealing with a situation in cans. Something about Trevor chaining himself to the reception desk."
I put my feet up. This might be the first real day of peace I've had in this job,
"You've said that before.
Gavin warned.
The last time you said that, we found a dead gecko inside the router."
Then I'll say nothing. At lunch, the 4 of us sat out back on the concrete slab we called the patio. Gavin brought his thermos of chicken broth. Denise unwrapped a sandwich with surgical precision. Caleb had a salad that looked suspiciously like it was bought by someone else. I had leftover pad thai and a single glorious jar of Glenn's pale ale. We talked about nothing important, house prices, people we went to school with but barely remember, whether internal field ops was a real title or just something I'd printed onto a name badge.
"This feels like a real office,"
Caleb said quietly.
"It does,"
said Denise. We all nodded, silently enjoying the kind of camaraderie that only emerges from shared trauma and paperwork. By Thursday, I was fully paranoid. The quiet, the competence, the functioning equipment, it all felt staged, like I was in some kind of Truman Show, Gordon Vale edition. Any minute now, Ray would crash through the ceiling with a stolen satellite dish and a possum named Alan. But nothing happened. No alarms, no meltdowns, no tribunal notices written in crayon. Just a smooth day of emails, calls, and tasks so mundane I caught myself smiling like a fool while logging a maintenance invoice. That night I went home, reheated leftovers, and watched half a Netflix documentary without interruption. I felt normal. Friday, 8:59 a.m. I stepped into the office. The lights were on. The air smelled like instant coffee and functioning society. The cactus had sprouted a new arm. I put my bag down. The lights went out. In the distance, a low whirring sound began to rise. The smell of burning plastic curled into the air. The printer began to spit out blank pages covered in the word yes over and over. The fax machine screamed. The cupboard door burst open and out tumbled Ray. covered in printer cables, eating a Chico roll, smiling like he just escaped a cult.
I fixed the Wi-Fi.
No one moved. Caleb nearly fainted.